looking at you. It's squad goals when are you pretty like no, no.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this grease on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Matt. Got some room at the 30. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Packers, 66. 8.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as they'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danico Autry breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Prescott now from the 50. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Prescott again. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On third down, it's Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start with a give to Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. Shoot into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Let's finish now. What do you think?
Second down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. There he goes, Amari Cooper. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's counter. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a toss. This is counter. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side by Funchess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cooper was the target there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now Prescott. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go. Double, double. 4 down. Set. Blue 30.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger going deep for Moncrief. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now a carry from Mack. Space to maneuver at the 40. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
There we go, kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
46. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is caught off the deflection. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Prescott on first down. Being chased out left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
46. You go 46.
They'll run it with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive will start with Connor. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mack trying to become the lead dog in this Colts run game. He's back there again on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. A really nice return all the way up to the 40, but hold everything. The flag down. You see it on your screen. This one looks like it's going to come back. Now Mack. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes Having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go, let's go. Show that bench release and go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Colts getting ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Prescott down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. It's caught by Funches. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Back now in Indianapolis. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Moncrief. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
We're going to 54. Wide in. We're going 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Nice hit, boy. Like 30.
Toss play, counter. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jabal Sheard able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Eight. 180.
Again, it's Connor. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 180. Jack 16.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
46. 26.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree Bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game.